What is up, my Shadowverse soldiers, and welcome back to another Shadowverse Evolved video. So thank you for clicking on the video. I want some good suggestions for this deck profile. We're going to be looking at Shintoverse's version of the Thief Sword deck today, and this version is something that I'd say is pretty good in terms of burn damage. So what set 8 is going to really be looking like, because a whole bunch of decks are going to be doing non-interactable burn damage through you instead of, swinging for face with traditional followers and stuff like that. So looking at this first list, we're definitely going to compare, and of course I'm going to have the English translation deck code below, so look out for that. I want to give a huge shout out to Shinto for providing the deck list here. This is one of his creations or something that came from the JP list, I'm not sure. But this is something that probably had some pretty good success in the JP format. Now, when I personally played this and had the personal playtesting, we're going to be looking at a secondary list that I kind of crafted to myself that might really help with the meta and stuff like that. But in terms of this, I think this is a pretty good list. It has lots of things in the early game. So you have the Servant of Ursupartion, the Thief Sword, that's going to be getting the buff every time you mill something. I really do like the Mio, idle package that will have that extra early aggression. Then with the Rin Shibuya burn, I really do like that combo. But the one downside to that is that those are pieces that you're going to need to see for the full Uzuki Shimura play. And especially with Rin Shibuya being a 4 cost, that can be pretty clunky. So initially, I really do like this deck list, and I like where it's going. It seems kind of straightforward. You're going to be milling the 10, you do your thief stuff, and then you're going to do burn damage with Uzuki Shimura, Rin Shibuya, Mio Honda combo, whatever you need to do. And then lastly, we're going to be using our Dance of Ursupartion, our good spell card that we got this set that's really going to be doing very well as long as your opponent has 20 cards in their cemetery, which they should by the time you should be playing this card in, the 6, 7 play point turns if you've been milling correctly. But yeah, a huge shout out to Shinto for providing us with this deck list. Now let's go ahead and look at something that I provided for you guys. Alright, so call me a bit of an old head, but I really wanted to go for a more traditional route in terms of late game. Yes, of course we're going to be focusing on burning our opponent for as much as we can. That's why we still have the 4 elf card. We're not going to be doing the extra burn through the Rin Shibuya combo, but instead we're going to be going for our good old man Merger Bane. It's a very good card that can get some good removal in, and then of course we don't really draw that much in this deck, so not having that many cards in our hand is actually going to benefit us in the late game. Alright, another thing I wanted to talk about was Aurelia. So I think this card is just very good, just being a rush assail with ward, and then that gains aura with the big old buff. So she's going to be a 6/8 with aura and ward, and if you're not playing against decks that have any sort of Bane abilities, then this is going to be a very good card. Of course, something you're going to be searching out maybe in the Puppet Force matchup. They're going to have to swing a lot into Aurelia if you ward her up. And then this paired up with Angelic Maid, you get to heal 3 and you get to recover some health from the burning damage that you might get through Puppet Forest, and then you get a bigger body on the field. But yeah, that's where my brain was at when making this deck personally for me, or how I would like to shape the deck. There are a couple cards you can definitely tech in to just not take straight up burn damage if you want to slide one card out, or maybe just slide in an extra card, because we do have the consistency of Gem Staff Commander in this deck now to search for whatever we need. I think this deck can really work out well. Alright, and just a small tip for anyone who didn't know this for this new Sword Flash Panther, this card can play Octress. This is just very good. You can give Octress some extra attack, play her again, make your opponent mill 2. I think this is just a very good card and slept on combo that I had not heard any talks about. So this is a very good card going from set 8 onwards. And of course, soldiers, you already know that we're going to have both deck codes in the description below, so check that out to your own discretion, feel free to. And in the comments, feel free to give me some feedback on the deck if you're playing the deck around, or you need a good solid list, or you want to make some tweaks to whatever your locals might be. Let me know your journey. I'm interested in how you guys might be, going on with the Thief Sword package and stuff with Sword. But alright, soldiers, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here for the little deck profile here. Now, make sure you're safe in whatever you do tonight, and safe whatever you do for the rest of the year. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, T-R-I-double-N. Just to get you away, what I got to do, what I got to do. Just to get you away, what I got to do, what I got to do. Just to get you away, you pull me too close, now we hesitate.